Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning. First question of the day. Do we buy GME or is it cooked? Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll wait a minute just to let everyone come in. And you guys know we aren't like an ape stream. We trade everything. So we'll just give us a minute. We'll let everyone start to roll in and then we'll get started. All right, so good morning. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday and a nice start to the day so far. Nice start to the day so far for us, as in my team. We nailed Vero from 154 about 15 minutes ago, from 154 all the way to 186. Beautiful pre-market trade so far. And we'll go over, first we'll go over this. So Vero, what's going on? So on the 4 a.m., at 4 a.m., we had a massive dump, and that was the highest volume candle of the day. So what do? I always mark out the high volume candles. So, okay, this is the low, and then here's the level. All right, so these are the levels that you want to see it hold, and then after it reclaims, then 187, 189, and then 215 are the targets, okay? Right, that's just where the high volume key levels are sitting. Now, once you take a look at, then, after we mark out our high volume key levels, we're going to go to the larger time frame. So once we go to the larger time frame, I noticed that, hey, the volume that's coming in right here is actually aligning perfectly with the daily chart right here. So what I did was I moved my lines a little bit. I adjusted them to the chart. So 138, after 138, price targets were 168. I adjusted my PTs, I adjusted my lines along these levels, right? The high volume candlestick on the daily. So now we have a lower wick, we have the candle open, we have the candle close, and we have the candle high. Now these are all of these are key levels. All right, this is what we're looking at. So now we go to the smaller time frame and we see that, hey, 138 so once we broke below this level, and then reclaimed it, what does that tell us? What does that tell us? So we have a level here, 138, which is a lower wick. We break below it and reclaim. So what does that tell us? Everything here was a what? Everyone in chat. What was this? Okay. We'll work on that later. Yes, this was a liquidity grab. So we have a low here. We break below the low. All right, guys, I'll talk a little bit louder. I'm hearing that my sound might not be too high, so try to talk a little bit louder. I don't know. We'll work with the mic later. But yes, this is a liquidity grab. So we have a low here. We break below the low. We reclaim it. Now market makers have all of the shares that they need in order to make that move to the upside. So once we reclaim 138, I was busy at the time right here. Didn't take this entry, but I took the continuation at 147. It took the retest of this previous high, previous structure, and then we took that trade all the way back up to 187. Right, so now for the next trade on Vero. We're looking for 168 hold. We'll see how this 168 level holds. And if it holds up nicely, then look for 186 break back up towards $2, right? So that's the setup on this stock. What you want to look for. Let's see how it looks. Right now it's just consolidating. So I think it needs a little bit more time, but we'll see. Nice. Protected candle. Nice. We'll see what happens. So now I know a lot of people want to go over AMC and GME. What's going on here? So yesterday on my Twitter, if you guys are, keeping up with it, I mentioned my PT was $40, right? I mentioned it around like 36. I said we're looking to go to 40, and then that's the only time I really talked about GMC. I said at 36 we're looking to go to 40, and I'm playing the sympathy play costs. I was in at 491, and then I averaged it up at like 515, and then it ended up going to like 615 after hours, right? So that was the only play that I was watching, and here's why. Right, so the 40 PT comes from this level right here. This is the high volume candle, and there's no upper wick. So I think that once we start to get over 40.3, we retest GME at 40.3 and start to make that move back up towards like 49, right? So that's what I was looking for, and that's exactly what happened on GME right here. We broke out, retested the line, reclaimed it. All of this was a liquidity grab. Reclaimed this 40.32 line, and then just made that massive move up towards 47 and 50. Right, so incredible move in after hours. Now you want to wait for it to settle down. You guys know that I don't really day trade GME, and even yesterday I was trading the sympathy costs. You guys can go check out my Twitter. That's where I mentioned it in chat. I'm only trading costs, because I don't really enjoy trading these sympathy, the main ones. It's not bad, right? But I know there's so many people that get caught up in the noise, right? So treat it like a regular day trade, and that's why I do want to talk about something. I'm over here every single day teaching you guys how to trade, and trade real stocks like Vero. Actually trade, right? Actually trade this stuff. And then there comes on AMC and GME ape shit run. And everyone breaks their habits and rules, and there's so many traders that come in and just want to trade everything just for the heck of it. And it doesn't work out good, right? So don't ruin your habits based off of this stuff. I use the same trading knowledge that I have and my system to be able to trade GME and AMC. I don't do something different every single day, and then I do something different when it comes to GME and AMC, so I can just ape in my shares. Keep the same system every single day. GME and AMC are just another stock to me. Sure, there's more hype behind it. Sure, there's more fun to it. Sure, there's more an adrenaline rush. But in order to be profitable, you have to realize that you can't just switch up everything that you've learned for the past 2 years just because one stock is running. That's how you get ruined, all right? So make sure to keep your emotions in check. Just let this be another stock run. Obviously, try to capitalize on it. Obviously, do your best. But, if you bought at 56 and you're swinging overnight for 150 or 200 because Roaring Kitty is going to exercise his options, that's not, do something lotto. Do something for fun, right? It may be something you can afford to lose, but like I would do something just for fun. But, now that it's settled, it's probably going to be a lot more fun because Roaring Kitty, or whatever his name is, does have to exercise his options, or is probably going to exercise his options, which is going to cause a short squeeze because market makers don't have enough shares to provide for him. So today, GME is going to be a really fun watch, right? But that's why I had the talk before that don't treat it like Minnie said it's going to be a fun one, so I'm just going to hold it for 100 and just change my life. You can, but the probabilities of that happening are not really high, and even if that does happen, then the next few trades are just going to take your money back because you didn't use real rules. So that's just trading. That's just me being honest, and something that needs to be said while this run is going on. Is that clear? You guys understand what's going on, everybody? All right. So just have fun with it. Don't over leverage. Don't put your house on the line and just treat it like another trading day. All right, and you guys will be okay. You guys will be okay. I'm here with you. And don't think that I don't have emotions trying to chase this too. What I do in order to tune out the noise. All right, so let's just say everyone's watching GME. I'll switch my focus to something like Vero. I'll switch my focus to, I just won't watch it for a little bit, right? I just won't watch it. I forget that it's running because I'm so focused on other stocks, right? So you guys can move around your focus. You guys can kind of just, you know, chill out a little bit. But that being said, you guys see the key levels. 40.32 reclaim is necessary. The only trade that I would take on this is after 40.32 reclaim. And now you want to look for what else is running. Let's see the scanner now. Now that we're done with our talk, let's see what's running. So if whatever TP. All right, TPHS. This is where the volume's coming in. We're up about 60% right now. And you guys can see that we have a high here. All right, where does liquidity sit over highs? We have a high here. Although one thing that I do see right off the bat is that we have a candle close here and a liquidity grab. Candle close, liquidity grab. So they didn't need the liquidity up there. So that tells me that there's actually a lot of sellers. I don't know. There might be a lot of sellers sitting here. But besides that point, we'll look off of previous highs. That's just simple. Simple trade setup off of 17 cents that I would look for on this stock, right? Let's see the daily chart now. We see where the volume's coming in. We see where the selling's coming in. Now we go to the daily chart and see where that aligns. Whoa. All right, so buying pressure is coming in right here on this zone, okay? So instead of just at 17, what I'll do is I'll mark out this zone. Okay, that's the high volume zone that we're holding right now. Okay, so we'll mark that out. Now we'll look for like 17.5. Now for selling pressure, we have selling coming on here and here. So for my selling zone, I'm going to mark out just a nice wick area, the supply before the move down, okay? Is that clear how I got this, how I got these levels? This is where it's holding. The green line is where the volume is at in pre-market, so we mark out the zone in which it aligns with in the high volume section. And same thing here, we see selling pressure here. We mark out the key level, the supply level before the massive move down. So now that we have our key levels, okay, perfect rejection right there. And now we look for a move back into 17.5s, hopefully. What else? What other level can we have for watching this stock? One more level would be like 1809. That's another level I'd watch. All right. So this is what we have set up on TPHS. All right. Now LFLY is hitting the scanner. Let's see what this looks like. Not a huge fan. Pretty extended. We'll see. All right. So now let's see where the volume is coming in on the 1 minute right here. There's a ton of volume. The most volume on the day actually. Maybe 97K. And then yeah, that's a good line. Let's see where that volume is coming in at. Now let's go. We mark that at level out. We go to the daily chart, see where that volume's at. And we have buying pressure coming in at previous resistance. That's actually pretty big information. It's pretty big. So we have buying pressure coming in at previous resistance. Did this thing run yesterday? Okay, yeah. So we have buyers stepping in at previous highs, which is good to see. So this, now let's look at the daily. We want to hold this key level. that, you know, nice. This is where the demand is now. In order to targets here would be back up to this high 335 and then back up to like 384. That's what I'll be looking for. All right, that's what we're looking at. So we want to see how it sets up off of this level. And TPHS, nice timing. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, no entry for me though. I'm gonna be waiting for like 17s. We'll see how it sets up. BCDA is, oh, this thing is cooked. BCDA is cooked. All right. Lesson, reminder, where does liquidity sit? We go over it once. We go over this once every stream. So where does liquidity sit? Every single person. Where does liquidity sit? Every single person. Let me see it. Yes. Everyone got it. Above highs and below lows. So what's going on here? We have high. We grab liquidity into this level and we reject. We grab liquidity into this level, we reject. Now what happens? Where do we target? Back down to lows. So 514 is that candle low. And then below 458. So what just happened? We just got a full round trip for liquidity sweep down here. We want to see it. The only trade setup that I see is 458 liquidity sweep. Reclaim 458 for a trade entry back to 514. That's for now. After 514 reclaim, next leg, right? But we're not going to talk about that right now. We're worried about this. Trade opportunity on BCDA comes on this 458 reclaim. Does that make sense? We talk about liquidity, right? I hope that makes sense. That's it. Very simple. Nothing else really needed. Give me 1 second. All right. We have VSIG as well. All right, so we know about liquidity, right? Where does liquidity sit? Once again, above highs and below lows. So we know that now. I think that's engraved in you guys' brains now. What happened here? What do you guys see what happened here? We have I'm pulling up on Webull as well to make sure it looks good. So VSIG, basically what happened right now is that we grab liquidity to the downside, right? After grabbing it to the upside. Now our targets are to the upside, right? We've already grabbed liquidity to the downside. So 773, whatever, is the low. We broke below it, grab liquidity, scoop back up. Now we're going to start to base at this candle open level, 73, for that move up, you know, just towards 85, 90, 95s. But probably towards like 91. That would be finals. But that's what it does look like. You know, we have nice buyer stepping in. We just have a nice chart here. So what's the float here? We have a 30 million float. We'll see how it sets up. And we'll see how TPHS sets up as well. But definitely watching these, seeing how they set up, and hopefully we can get a trade off on one of these. I'm only looking for 1 or 2 more trades today. Now let's see where this is setting up. Oh, what was it? VSIG. Let's see how it's setting up on the daily chart. So we have volume here, and then selling pressure here, selling pressure here. Go to the daily chart. Ain't shit. Yeah, there really isn't anything until like right here. Buyer stepping in here. Okay, I guess we can mark this level out because that is where the buyers are. Well, no, they're not there right now. They're over here. Buyers are over here. Okay, so it does look like VSIG is going to need dips. Probably into that zone one more time. Probably base at this 75, grab liquidity, and you know, and then make that move back up. All right. So I'm going to be waiting on VSIG, giving that some time, and we'll see how it sets up. I added some TPHS here. I like the way it's setting up. I did take a little bit. I don't recommend you guys. I'm just letting you guys know, FYI position. I actually do execute on this stuff. I don't want you guys, because I'm about to join the voice. So just watch how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. But I like the way that it's setting up. It's the strongest one right now. So we didn't get back our dips. And the reason, you know, I didn't wait for my dips, and this is what I talk about doing it live. Instead, like, we have our key levels, right? But if it doesn't come down to our key levels, sometimes you have to execute before that. So knowing when to execute, and that's what I teach that's what I'm doing live every single day. So the reason why I took this was we broke this downtrend, right? We're starting to retest this downtrend line. We retested it, grab liquidity. We're starting to go through view up and head towards like 26 cents. I mean, that's what I'm looking for here. We hold, you know, we hold our key levels. And we just want to look for a nice trade opportunity here. So don't recommend just slapping and following. Just want to see how it plays out. Not in massive size, but just to know that, like, hey, I'm actually executing this stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Not too much volume on the day on it. What else is running? Let's check. We went over VSIG. We went over Vito. Doesn't have much volume. FFIE, I guess. FFIE looks like it's trading pretty thick. Yeah, this looks pretty choppy right now. So I'm probably not gonna trade either this channel or this channel. But once it breaks out of the channel, right? If it grabs liquidity to the downside of this channel and then sets up, sure, I'll take it. But the The big trade on here would be waiting for either way to grab liquidity. So right now you don't really want to trade in between the chop. You want to wait for liquidity grabs, and that's what it looks like. That's what I think is the best move here, just to wait it out. All right. All right. That'll be it for today. That's the stream for today. I do want to go over one thing really quickly. Like I talked to you guys, right? Like I told you guys, we have our program starting, mentorship. All right, so you guys can see the market's heated up. We have live screen sharing every single 3 to 5 times a week. So actual live screen sharing. You know, it's not just, it's not going to be just like just telling you guys what to do. It's going to be live screen sharing while everything is going on. And then there's going to be lessons from me. There's going to be, you know, stuff going on every single day. So you have Flooded, as you know, he's a quiet trader. He is completely taking over on this mentorship and taking initiative. So I always tell him to get on Market Masters, always tell him to get on Voice and lead the way. But he's a very quiet trader. So everything he knows, you guys know about the volume rotation. We're only taking 25 people. So if you guys are interested in this, you know, you guys can see the profits that I showed you guys last time. This cannot be faked. You guys see everything. He had a, you know, 100K months. Right there. Day 17K in one day. You know, all that right in front of you guys. So everything is being done live. So if you guys are interested, link will be set here once more in the disc in the channel. On Voice right here. Here it is in chat. You guys can check that out if you guys want to completely change the way you're trading. Unlearn everything that you know that's keeping you unprofitable. Work on psychology to make you profitable. It's gonna be 2 months, and we're gonna make you profitable. That's our goal. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out. Link is right there. You guys can, you know, do whatever research you want on it. But keep tuning into the streams. Remember, today's Friday, so don't over leverage. You guys want to be able to go into the weekend happy and not dwell on the losses. So take it easy, take a chill. Let those trade setups come to you, and we'll just enjoy the trading day. If you guys want to trade live with me right now for free, check out the link right here, mmlinks.co/7days, or the top link in the description. Come join with me for free. You guys will enjoy it, and we'll hit some bangers. So other than that, it's been Minnie. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out.